The events for any human being are truly repulsive. They're horrific. No one can condone the callous activity.
An 18-year-old in court today, Alexis Avila, before a judge for the first time since allegedly throwing her baby in the trash. Good evening and thanks so much for choosing KLBK News. I'm Terry Furman.
And I'm Matt Still. That 18-year-old accused of throwing her newborn baby in a Hobbs dumpster, found herself in court today for the first time. Today's hearing for Alexis Avila was the first time for a judge to decide if the young mother should be kept in jail until her trial.
KLBK's Grace Morris has been following this story. Grace, what decisions came out of the hearing today?
Terry, Matt, the Lee County judge presiding over that hearing, Judge William Shoebridge, ultimately deciding not to send her to jail, but instead imposing many restrictions on her release.
18-year-old Alexis Avila making an appearance in court Wednesday and pleading not guilty to both attempted murder and child abuse. Both charges brought on after she confessed to police that she threw her newborn into a dumpster.
No one can condone that. She left him to die.
The prosecution arguing Wednesday that because of the unpredictable nature of her actions, she herself is a danger to the public and should be detained pending trial.
Her actions are such that we can't predict what she might or might not do. A bond between a mother and an infant should be the strongest bond of any known to us.
But Avila's defense attorney fighting back, saying Avila's actions don't indicate a pattern of dangerous behavior.
Your Honor, we cannot violate the statute, the law, the procedures because of what is going on in our community, the outrage, the severity of the case solely. Because effectively, we might as well wrap up Miss Alexis Avila in a bag and put her in the dumpster as well.
The judge ultimately deciding not to detain her, but to keep her on house arrest under certain rules.
And I'm going to make them strict as can be. And if you violate any of them, I'll put you in jail till trial.
Those rules being that Avila is required to wear an ankle monitor, is only allowed to leave the house for mandatory counseling, school, church, and her job, and is banned from all social media and not allowed contact with any man outside her household. The judge ultimately noting the overwhelming evidence against Avila, adding that it's not often you see a crime so clearly on video, along with a confession.
The conduct is horrific and shows no feeling on Miss Avila's part for the sanctity of life.
Before the judge made his ruling today, we also heard witness testimony that revealed some disturbing details about the night that baby boy was found. Witnesses saying Avila only referred to the baby as it, never he or she, and that when the baby was found, his temperature was so low it wouldn't even read on a thermometer. Fortunately, after a blood transfusion, oxygen, and a feeding tube, that baby boy is in stable condition at Covenant Children's tonight.